So
3210.
our goal
So
is to get more message.
our goal is to
that
get
was what we chose. So it's
more
there
message on
automatically.
Messenger. That was what we chose. So it's there
We're already
automatically.
having the image we put.
We're already having
That's
the image we
want
put.
to run advert for.
That's the image we want to
And
run advert for. And
so what kind of advert do we want to run?
so what kind of advert do we want to run? It's actually running a page.
It's actually running an engaging
It's
advert
actually
for you
running
directly,
an engaging advert for you directly,
not a follow advert.
but not
Now,
a
what I
follow
want you to
advert.
know here is
Now, what
that
I want you to know
you
here
can
is
see
that
they said
you
you're
can
going
see
to
they
be
said
spending
you're going to be spending 4,800
but you can
daily,
change it.
but you can change
change
it.
this price
You can change this price
the
to
price
the
you feel
price
like
you
want it
feel
to
like you want
You
it
can
to be.
decide to say,
You
okay,
can
I want
decide
to
to say,
run
okay, I want to run
2,800
2,800 or 2,000 naira daily, depending on
how
how
it's
it's
reflecting
reflecting
from
from
your
your
own
own
end.
end. So let's say I want to run 2,000 daily.
Then
Then
yes, save budget.
yes, save budget
3,100.
3,100
Then
daily.
my heart is going to
Then
be
my
running
heart is going to be running
continuously.
continuously. I cannot change
Because
it
of I'm using
the automated features. You can see we automatically adjust your heart for better performance. You can edit or turn off automated at any time. You can turn it off when you want, but for you to set where your heart is going to stop,
it's not going to work.
it's not going to work. And sometimes when you are running hard and it's not delivering well for you, you have to turn it off.
Because if you don't turn it
Because
off,
if you don't turn it off, they are going to
and
charge you,
your
and
money will just
go off for nothing. And
you
might also do it continuously. And Facebook would at some point help you run the ads. But after some times, probably the money has finished. Facebook will still run the ads for like 2 days or 3 days. Sometimes they do that, and they'll say you are owing them. You have debt to clear. So that's why I used to advise when we want to fund our account, we don't use card, we do bank transfer. The reason why we make it bank transfer is to ensure that they don't debit us from our card. So if the amount we transfer there, they can only debit, should in case we do mistake like that. So my audience, we're having Advantage plus creativity. What is Advantage plus creativity? Advantage plus creativity simply means you are telling Facebook that, oh, I want you to help me with my ad. These are the audience I'm choosing, but please, I want you to push my ad forward to people who are likely, out of the people I choose, the location, the interest I chose, I want you to push my ad to people of like-minded. So I can actually come here and adjust it. Adjust what I have chosen before, or I re-choose another one. So if I don't want to go through that stress, I can actually just scroll down and click on publish or add font first before publish. But before I come to this add font, let me go back and touch these settings for you. Now add all the Advantage plus audience. We've already chose our audience before. That's why I said you can go down to choose your you can go down to choose your ad fund, then funding. But I want to show you the manual settings. So you can say, I want Facebook to help me out in my ads, to take it to people who are likely to engage with my adverts. Why people you choose through targeting? I want Facebook to choose the people I chose to take my adverts to them. But I don't want it to be that way. I don't want it to be people chose through targeting. I want Facebook to take my ad to Advantage and creativity. Alright, that simply means they are going to suggest my ad to people who are likely to click on my advert. So I will edit this section, edit details. This location here is Nigeria. Now the first thing you need to know is that what is your age target, depending on what you are targeting. I used to advise, whenever you are selling a product, first of all understand what your product is all about. Is it for men? Is it for women? Remember when we do the social media strategy, we talked about audience targeting. So we said, okay, what's your company all about? Is it for the gym? Is it for male and female, where we wrote both? Some we wrote all. When we say education aspect, is it all? So you have to like identify those things from scratch about the company or about the people you want to run business for, so that it's, when you are setting up your ad, you already have a template of what to follow. You know what you are doing already, instead of you to start cracking your brain on what to do. So let's say
I'm running my hat.
For age 23 or age 25 down to age 55.
All
right. So my location, what location am I targeting? I don't want to target Nigeria, because if you target Nigeria, you're actually going to go to everywhere in Nigeria. I need specific place, targeted place. People who are likely to click on my ad. So, and there's something when we're running that ad, we chose Oshodi as a place we want to cover. So if I want to cover Oshodi, I'm going to write Oshodi here. Oshodi.
So
Oshodi where? So this is Oshodi Onworo Shoki Express. Oshodi. Okay, this. So I want to cover the whole axis of what? Of Oshodi.
Right.
So where my ad is going to be going to people in Oshodi, and people who are likely living in Oshodi can visit my place.
Let's say
I want to target Egbeda, so I can write Egbeda. When Egbeda, okay, my B is not there. Egbeda where? Egbeda Lagos. So I want to target Egbeda also. So that means my ad is going to go to people in Oshodi and people in Egbeda. So you can choose the particular area, the particular jurisdiction you want your ad to focus on. Don't choose everyone, because when you choose
Okay, are you there, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So don't choose. Don't just choose something random. Choose the place you know you want to cover. You can cover a particular axis before going to the next axis. So I'm going to click on Save Audience.
Okay, let
me still click on it. It has not yet changed. Let me readjust it again. Age 55. Location again. I took out. Okay.
Let me write
it again. Oshodi. Egbeda. Lagos, Ikeja. All right. So this is where I want to cover. Then I would scroll down. We're having targeting audience. We've chose all these things before, but I'm just showing you how to include them manually. I said, a gym stop. The flyer I posted was about Donald Trump. So I can easily write White House if White House is going to be there. White House is there. So those in the White House, stays in the White House are likely that works in the White House, who stays in the White House, or who search about the White House are likely to see this. I can also say, okay, I want to run an app promotion and I need people to download it, or I want to run anything on finance and I need people to download it. I can actually target a finance app, something like Binance for those who trade. Okay, Binance is not here, so let me just, I'm not seeing it here, but I should be able to see it on my ad manager. So let me just choose for something more simplified. Let me say gray. Gray is not showing here. All right, so people interested in let me say football. That's if I'm selling Jesse clothes, but I don't want to do that. I need to target those who I feel like I want to target. So I want to target those who are into politics. So politics.
All right,
because it is about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So people would want to know, okay, what is going on in this particular jurisdiction. So people who are always curious, getting news update on Facebook or on Instagram, this advert is going to pop up to them. That's why we chose this kind of interest. So depending on what you are going for, let's say you are doing like you are fixing nail, you can actually choose people who are interested into beauty, so beauty, interested beauty therapies, depending on what you want, beauty salon, cosmetic, depending on what you feel like you want it to get to. You choose it, and let's say you also want to get people who are wealthy that can patronize you. Then I will write frequent international travelers. Frequent international travelers. These people who travel every time can actually afford a real estate. So if I'm selling real estate, I can choose those traveling frequently. So mine is to think about what are people interested in, people that can afford my products. Because if I'm choosing travelers can go to anyone, but people who does things international, who does react with international stuff, will tend to see my ad and what is going to buy from me. So better still, if I want to get more international features, I can just write international here, international, and it's going to upload so many of international stuff from me. So but this international stuff here is limited. But if I'm dealing with that of Facebook, Meta Business Suite is going to show me more and more and more. But this is actually limited as it stands now. It's limited, so I can't actually deal with only this. But let me just choose the Lions Club. So that's my targeted audience. Then I'll click save. Now the reason why it's not reflecting save is because we've already chose what we want to run the advert for when we were setting it up, because we chose automatic. So that was what we did the last time. So I have saved that. Then the next thing is we're having placement. Where will my advert be shown? You see, your advert is going to be shown on Facebook, your advert is going to be shown on Instagram, your advert will be shown on what? Messenger. But you can say, okay, take off that of Messenger, because Messenger is not where people go to every time. Messenger is majorly for responding to messages. So people does not pick the advert on Messenger serious as effective like that of those displaying on Facebook and Instagram, because those ones displaying on Facebook and Instagram will display on stories, it's going to be displayed on real videos, on a long video, and also it's going to be displayed on your normal culture segment of your Facebook. When I say culture segment, I mean it's going to display something like this. If you have a website, you will see that sometimes there are advert that shows like this. Alright, so those who are using laptop will tend to see the advert of their on Facebook if it's displayed. So depending on what they interact with. Now this is telling you that the amount we set last time, which is 3,100, is going to this advert is going to be reaching out to 2,700 people to 7,000 people every blessed day. So if you are giving out a content that people are interested in, then definitely you are going to get your interest. Like you that you are into the nails, the fitness stuff, you can majorly target those in your ad should be for female, right? For women, instead of it to be male and female both, you should be for women. So it's going to give you the estimate of how many people will get your ad, and the likely replies you tend to get in that feature, which is 1 to 7. But obviously, since your ad is getting over to 2,000 to 700 to 7,000 people, then you should be expecting more response. But they just gave you that as a prediction value. Now we've gotten to the aspect of the payments. Those payments is telling you that your total budget every day is what? 3,325.50 kobo. But the estimate VAT you are going to be spending, your money is 3,100, but your VAT is 232 naira. So if you calculate it, your total budget that you're going to be spending is 3,332.50 kobo. If you remember when we did the social media strategy template, we're having that section where say amount you want to spend, total amount spent, total amount left, right budget. So you tend to like set the amount you want to use to run the ad. Now since you already know that okay, the total amount I want to use and run my ad is 3,332 naira. How much do I want to use? How many days do I want to run my ad? I want to run it for 10 days. That means I have to send that 3,320.50 kobo. So I'll click on this add funds to add my details there. So under this detail in this add funds, we're having different segments. Yeah, we're having the cards section where you can pay with card. You're having that you can pay with VAV, Visa, or Mastercard. You can pay with USSD. That's code dialing if it's you're using UABA using star 919 hash, and if you're using that of OPay star 955 hash. So depending on the kind of bank you're using to make your transfer. But majorly, as I said earlier on, I advise people to do that of bank transfer, because bank transfer is whatever amount you send, the amount to, that's what they will deduct from. Right, that's what they will deduct of. But if you go and put that of your card, then note that you'll be deducted every time from it. So you have to be careful on the features you are choosing to run your ad. So now, since I have chosen that of bank transfer, alright, so I'm going to click on next.
So once I click on
next, it's going to take me to the segment where I need to okay, I'll click on open pay by transfer, put my phone number, because you have to put your phone number. Should in case the ad has issue, you'll be able to refer back or reference back to the number and sort things out. So now I want to put my phone number here. Should in case you were debited and you did not get the money back, with this you'll be able to get your money back. So I'm going to click on continue. I'm continuing this ad, and the major reason why I'm continuing this section is so that I can get the account number. Now if you want to credit this section, you have to copy this number you are seeing and go to your bank app. We have Paga. Paga is a bank section, and that is what mental business suits make use of. Just like the way we're having Paystack, we're having Flutterway, and we're having other Gateway, Expressway. We're having different forms you can use and pay things online. Also, we're having Paga. So Facebook is affiliating with Paga. Paga is affiliating with Facebook in the aspect of payment section for the ads. So once you copy the account and you fund it, instantly, immediately the thing might take maybe like 1 minute, then it's going to rotate and take you back to your main page. That simply means your ad has been funded. It's going to take you back to your advert section, which is this. Then you see your ad, you see your money reflecting here. Here that is showing 0.00 naira. Let me adjust it upward a little. 0.00 naira. You will see the amount you funded it showcasing. Then you click on publish. So after you publish, Facebook will put it on pending. After 24 hours, in between the 24 hours, your ad will start running. So that's what Facebook do. They'll give you 24 hours before it's going to run. They are checking if it meets with their violation policy or not. And I used to say this: if you are running advert for health, don't run it. Avoid running advert for health, because it can get your account restricted. If you are running that for cryptocurrency, forex trading, please avoid it, because it can get your ad account restricted. And if you are running that of political issue, please avoid it. It can also get your ad account restricted. That simply means you will not be able to use that ad account except you create another ad account with Ad Manager. So that's why Ad Manager is one of the best and good features for you to use, because once they've blocked that of your Facebook, you'll not be able to do anything except you know how to use Ad Manager, and you can create another Ad Manager and use that to still run for your business. You can create multiple 10, 20, 50 different kind of accounts using Ad Manager. So Ad Manager is a very good feature for us to use and run our ad instead of waiting for Facebook, because Facebook can take a year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 months, depending on if they want to release your blocked ad account before they respond to you. That's why
the Ad Manager is not the same Facebook. The Ad Manager not the same Facebook. I don't understand. What's the Ad Manager and what's the Facebook?
One thing about the Ad Manager is that the Ad Manager is under Facebook, because when we're running an ad, the Ad Manager is specifically designed to run the ad for Facebook and Instagram on the same section. So it's an app. It's just like I think I want to try and use something to explain it more better. It's just like you are in a website and you see something like form. Let me take you to my blog site and show you something real quick, because I feel this would give you more insights to what I'm saying. So downtrend. Okay.
So this will give more insight.
This will give more
just
insight.
Like
so just like the way
this is
Dan Trend.
This is my
blog now. Let's say I'm scrolling down, and somebody fill the name here. Let's say Dan, and the person fill in the email. Let's say Dan Trend 2 at gmail.com.
So let's say
this was the email field.
Then the message.
So I'm going to click on what? On send. So I'm going to receive the email on my mail. Alright, but this is what the platform I use in creating this was actually is so part of Google's platform. They are Google's platform. So all of them are under Google. That's why I'm receiving it on my mail. So it is still Google that has it. But because of I'm doing it from another site, that's why people are feeling that they are two different separate entities. So mental business suits is the one that those apps are standing on their own, but they are interlinked to both Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. So they are not just standing under their own; they are standing under the mental features.
You said if they block something like is it what would they block, and we need to wait for two. You were saying if they block something like if they block the ad account, and what's the difference between the one you're talking about if they block the ad account and